Fatherhood is not for the weak. Fatherhood is not for the weak. Being a father is a life-altering experience, and the initial transition can be very difficult with a set of new challenges, especially for first-time fathers. In this video, I go over the top 5 struggles that new fathers tend to experience at the onset of fatherhood. Before we go deeper into this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Feel free to share this with any new fathers or existing fathers in your life. It's gonna be an amazing video. Let's go. Number 1, adjusting to new responsibilities. When you're a first-time father, it's the first time that you have to care for a newborn that's actually yours. You feel this overwhelming sense of responsibility. You tend to experience a lot of anxiety. I myself can remember waking up multiple times a night to check whether or not my child is breathing. And a lot of times that can cause fears, especially with SIDS, especially if we're not in the medical field. We have a lot of fears and anxiety around the livelihood of our newborn. And again, there's a lot of diaper changes, there's consistent feeding every 2 hours. It's just an overwhelming sense of new responsibilities that we were not accustomed to. And at first, we tend to struggle. I specifically remember being very upset at the fact that I had to wake up every 2 hours. I was tired, I wanted to sleep, but I had a newborn. So I had to step up, and step up is what I did. Number 2, balancing work and family. Honestly, I would say that is one of the biggest struggles of new fathers and existing fathers in reality. Managing work and family tend to be very stressful, especially when we want to financially care for our family and provide them with a roof, or this idea of providing with a better life than we've had before. However, we also don't want to miss the milestones or the day-to-day of being a parent. And a lot of times when we miss those things, we tend to experience a lot of guilt and a lot of shame of not being present. I can vividly remember my wife calling me and telling me, "Oh my God," she said, "Dada." And I was on FaceTime with a stone face and just started crying because I missed my daughter's first words because I was at work. That's why I no longer work. Have my own business, and that was the reason why I went into entrepreneur. It's not for everyone, but that's just my story. Number 3, changes in relationship with your partner. According to the research of Dr. John Gottman, 67% of couples that transition to being first-time parents tend to have a lower relationship satisfaction. And it makes a lot of sense. You're adding a new member to an existing unit, and now you have to shift your rituals of connections, the way that you spend time, and your way of living to cater to that newborn. Usually with a newborn, there's a decrease in intimacy, a decrease in time together, a decrease in affection and words of affirmation, and etc., because we are so focused on keeping this newborn alive, this child of ours, this precious thing that just poops all the time. Our focus is in keeping them alive. There's also an increase in responsibilities and an increase in conflict, and the conflict tends to rotate around difference in parenting styles, as well, who's doing more, who's doing less. We tend to seek credit for what we're doing and not really acknowledging what the other partner is doing. And that can lead to a number of conflicts within the relationship that will then lower your relationship satisfaction. Number 4, financial stress. Financial stress. Society has conditioned men to take on the role as the breadwinner of the primary financial earner. And a lot of times that's not even what is expected in the relationship, but we just feel this innate responsibility to do so. By having a newborn, you got to factor in daycare costs for some, diapers, clothes, formula, food, breast pumps. Like there's this innate amount of financial responsibilities that are going to ensuring that this child is being provided for and is being cared for. And a lot of times that can be a struggle because we may not have been prepared for these type of things. Number 5, dealing with sleep deprivation. These newborns, they don't have a sleep schedule. They wake up at random hours and go to sleep at random hours. They need to be fed every 2 hours, so you're breaking your sleep consistently. And this inconsistent sleep that you're experiencing can lead to poor performance, a low mood, and a low desire to be productive, which will then affect the way that you relate to your coworkers, to your job, to your partner, to your friends, and to etc. And as we know, lack of sleep can lead to a number of either physical or mental health challenges. So I say this, if you're a new father, welcome to the team. Welcome to the journey. I want to remind you, no one is an expert. Take your time, find your way. It's your journey. And eventually, as time goes by, you will find your footing. You will find your flow. And the main thing that I want you to focus on is to be present for yourself, for your child, and for your partner. Welcome to fatherhood. Talk to